Hello everybody. So today I decided to do something different. I wasn't planning on it, but I had got to the gym this morning and it was just one of those days where I wanted to sit on the bike and read a book. So I'm sitting there reading. It was actually one of Magenta Pixie's books, Masters of the Matrix. And while I was reading it, I kept getting ideas. So a lot of times I'll get downloads about different business ideas or different opportunities in terms of my life path career wise. And I have so many. You should see all of the ideas I have in detail. Everything. I write everything down almost. And like my boyfriend always laughs at me. He's like, yeah, I'm sure you already have it written down somewhere. And I told him if I ever die and people go through my stuff and look through my notebooks, they would just laugh out loud because there's so much stuff. And it's just like in my mind, it's organized and I know where it is. But if somebody else were to look at it, be like, what is all of this? And it's like just the most miscellaneous things, business ideas, inspiration, things I get during meditations, like all types of stuff. Anyways, I have so many avenues to go down in terms of my career path. With my path is basically as a light worker is different business ideas in the spirituality field. And I have so much stuff and so many avenues I want to go down. It was like today I'm reading on the bike and I'm getting more information. It's like, wow, I could start that right now. But it's like, okay, am I supposed to put these things on hold and start this thing? And then you start a bunch of things and you're never really getting not one thing done because you're dispersing your energy amongst too many things instead of focusing on one thing. So like as I was sitting at the gym having more ideas and business opportunities, and actually somebody talked to me about a different business opportunity the other day too. So it was just like all these things are on my plate and I'm wondering like, what am I gonna do? What's the direction to go? I know be in the moment, be a dot, act off inspiration, but at the same time, like wanting to have a roundabout idea of like the plan, the path. Like, how do you plan without planning though? Like presenting yourself with all of these possibilities and having your heart open to all the possibilities, but trying to be mentally organized about it. Because for me, I'm like that person who's super organized and a perfectionist, and I've loosened up so much. But in the same respect, there's something about not, when your house is not cluttered, it's neat and organized, like you feel more at peace. You feel like you can enjoy like sitting down and watching a TV show and just being there doing that, when you're not thinking about like how cluttered your house is. Like scientific proof of less clutter and more peace, better state of mind. And it's the same respect when it comes to like your career and everything. When there's less clutter in your mind, it's the more peace that you will have. So for me, I wanted to figure out like, how can I make my mind be more at peace with all these business ideas, feeling like it's just a little bit mentally overwhelming. So a lot of times I'll do card readings for myself. I've never done a card reading on my YouTube channel or pulled any cards. And I really love tarot and everything. I just didn't know. I never really thought of it as being my path. But so I did a reading for myself when I got home. And usually I don't ever share any of my readings or the fact that I do tarot or anything. But they were like, you need to share what you pulled. I couldn't believe what I pulled because it was so like everything that I needed to hear. And it kind of blew my mind. So I only pulled 3 out of the regular tarot and then 2 out of the oracle deck. And I'll share it with you guys. And if at the end, let me know if you want me to start to do readings, because that's a possibility for me if I can open up time. Look at me. I'm already like offering to put more things on my plate. But, you don't know what it is that is for you until you do it. So I know, like, I get intuitive messages for myself all the time in this way. I just don't know if, like, Source wants me to do it for you guys or what. Apparently today that is the case because they're wanting me to share my reading with you, because I'm assuming that a lot of you will be able to get something really good out of this and relate to this, because now that we're out of the eclipse season and all of this purging and everything, people are really starting to focus on their careers, and like they finally release all those blockages and they're ready to go full force into, you know, whatever their life path is. And some people are feeling a little bit overwhelmed and need some clarity right now. So I'm really thinking that this reading that I did will give some of you clarity on that. So the first card that I pulled was the Ten of Cups. And what I got from this is that we're all feeling super inspired. Like, we have tons of ideas, and we have so many ideas that we're feeling overwhelmed. And this is for a collective group out there that's really feeling really light after a really dense time in purging everything. They're feeling light, they're feeling inspired, and they're feeling like, I have a million things on my mind. I'm not sure which of those things to focus on. So I pulled, and this is what tripped me out a little bit. Then I pulled the Ten of Swords. And the reason you're feeling a little pinned down mentally is because you're overwhelmed by all of these ideas that you have coming in, and you're not sure what you want to focus on. So if you can surrender to your intuition, and that's what I get from the Ten of Swords, really just surrender. Because if you don't surrender, that's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel pinned down. You're going to feel stuck. And when you have so many ideas, sometimes it can be a little crippling because your mind can't focus on one thing. You can't give your energy to one thing to be able to complete it. If you have all of these opportunities, you cannot pick all of them. And I understand that a lot of them are going to be like, this sounds like the best idea ever. But trust me, your intuition is going to lead you in the path of least resistance. What's going to be the easiest job for me, the job that I flow with the most, that I wake up in the morning and that's, I feel so inspired to just do whatever it is that is. Whether you're a healer, whether you get on and do YouTube videos, like whether you have a 9-to-5, but it's something that you really enjoy doing, like, I don't know, working with animals or in the social work field, you never know. Like, everybody has their own path, and something that would be amazing for one person might not be amazing for the next. But at the end of the day, once you become, once you start dropping all these programs and you open yourself up, now it's go time. You're a light worker. You're on this channel for a reason. It's go time, and you're feeling overwhelmed with inspiration. Now that can be a really good thing, but even too much of a good thing, like drinking too much water, you can kill yourself. And that's why we're getting the Ten of Swords. Even though we're being inspired, we still feel a little pinned down because we're mentally worn down by all of the opportunities that are presented to us right now. And the next card I pulled was Ten of Pentacles. And the reason is because if we can find that balance between the inspiration and the overwhelmingness of all of the opportunities that are presented to us, we're going to be able to follow our intuition and come into abundance so quickly. I mean, it's already there for you, but we need to be able to focus. And when you focus and you're in the moment and you can meditate, making meditation a priority in your life, so you can really connect with your higher self and that intuition to know which opportunity is the best for you. Abundance is right there for you. It's already here. But it has to be in conjunction with this balance. And this was the funny thing. When I pulled from the Oracle deck, the Administrator came up. And this is your Sacred Wealth Code. I usually do this I usually pull from this deck whenever I'm having any type of issues in terms of like my path career-wise, and any type of clarity that I need on that, I'll pull from this deck. And I thought it was hilarious that I pulled the Administrator. Because what it says is I walk with a foot in both the earthly and spiritual world. It's that balance. It's that if you find that inspiration, everything comes into perfect balance and your abundance will come in and you're focused. Look how focused he is. It's a conductor, if you can see here. Conductors, like, I feel like they are so in tune with their surroundings and everything going on that they come into like a flow and everything is just like perfect. so harmonic. So I love that card, and I love that I pulled it because it was so fitting. It was just like, nothing is, I can hear the music. I can hear the music when I look at this card. So it is about that balance. It's about really focusing on your vibration. Like, your top priority is your vibrational state of being, because when you come into perfect vibrational state of being by prioritizing meditation, by prioritizing your emotional health, then you're able to bring in that abundance, because you're not going to be held down. You're not going to be held down by all of these chaotic ideas going on in your head, because that inspiration is going to lead you in exactly the place that you need to be. All of the inspiration you're receiving right now, it doesn't have to hold you back. Because if you can create that balance, everything is going to be beautiful. This cohesive unit of inspiration that just flows. It's not too much. The universe would never give you more than you can handle. And the last card that I pulled was the Honorable Warrior. And this is really just the quote it says at the bottom, I take a stand for positive change. And this really means is when you come into, you know, your higher self and you come into alignment and you raise your vibration, those inspired actions, because you're a light worker and because you're on this mission, it's going to be for inspired change. It's going to be things that you're going to be of service. Like, you're going to know that you're in resonance with these ideas and creations that you want to bring into your life, because they're going to align with who you really are. You're going to resonate with whatever is coming to you so heavily. You will resonate so heavily that there will be no doubt in your mind that that's the next step to take. So that was what I got from the reading, guys. I really hope that it helped somebody. It really helped me, because I was feeling super overwhelmed by all this freaking inspiration. And I really got clarity that the only thing I need to worry about is feeling good and being in tune. And the answers will come. Like, if they're not here in this moment, be patient. Be patient. It means it's just not time yet. And trust me, it's coming to you this month in August. August is huge. I feel like the harvest is really going to start coming in heavy in the fall if we can tune in. If we can really maintain this level of high vibrational energy and learn how to flow with it. Because once you learn how to flow with this energy, like, everything feels so effortless and blissful. Like, it doesn't feel like work. I don't even like to call it a job or work or whatever. Like, this is like, I don't even know what to call it. It's bliss. It's inspiration. It's flow. There's actually a book. Oh, I don't have my books up here anymore. Took them all downstairs. There's a book called Flow. And it talks about that vibrational state of being. It's like when an athlete is in this state of, like, so zoned in on something, they're not even thinking about the fact that they're playing this game. They're just in it, and they're so aligned that they can't miss a shot. They're stealing, you know, they keep getting steals, whatever, keep forcing turnovers. Whatever that is, it's like when you get in that state, I love this card. When you get in that state, anything is possible, and you're going to know what the perfect choice is for you. You're going to know what the perfect career path is for you. You will resonate with it so heavily. You will know. There's no doubt about it. So ease your worries. It's not as hard as we're making it seem. You can't get it wrong. And the universe is always there supporting you. You just have to ask. You just have to communicate. I really hope this message reached some of you guys today. If you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you can just look up Kelsey Franks. And my services are all on my website, kelseyfranks.com. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. And if you want me to do more readings, just leave it in the comments. yeah, there was something else I was going to mention, you guys. I can't remember it though, so I'll let you know in the next video. Have an awesome day, guys.